Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at Solana Sol. So right now in the last 24 hours, we've seen about a 10.64% increase, and we are continuing to see Solana do very, very well. If we take a look at the last week, also seeing an 11.29% increase with a lot of volatility kind of in the middle, obviously seeing it come from $73, having a very, very slow or very massive dip, I should say, down to $66, and also over here down to about $67, and then pushing right back up to this $80.97 price point. We also see Solana over here with a 1 month very, very nice push of 186%. If we continue on this, we are going to see this market cap continue to rise, obviously, and the volume, I would assume, rises with it. We do see the market cap in the last really 24 hours continue to push up to this $24 billion mark. If we actually take a look at the volume in the last 24 hours, we are seeing about a $3.9 billion mark right now, and I believe that will, like I said, continue to rise with this volume. We are going to see market cap and volume pretty much rise together here in the next couple of weeks if we continue to see use on Solana rise. Solana is, by the way, a decentralized computing platform that uses SOL to pay for transactions. Solana aims to provide or improve blockchain scalability by using a combination of proof-of-stake consensus and so-called proof of history. As a result, Solana claims to be able to support 50,000 transactions per second without sacrificing decentralization. So obviously massive there. And I do want to take a look, like I said, at a couple different things regarding Solana. There's a lot of news out there, a lot of hype going around, and I kind of want to jump through and dig through some of that and explain to you guys what the big stuff is and what we could be seeing by the end of the year and the end of the bull market for Solana's price point. If you guys have not already, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on to stay up to date, obviously, with Solana as well as so many other altcoins across the space. So to take a look at the very, very first article, or very first tweet, I should say, we have Bonfida. Or Bonafida. I'm not sure exactly how you guys pronounce it. You guys all pronounce things differently, but let me know how to actually pronounce this one in the comment section down below. I would greatly appreciate it. So more than 50 million volume traded over the last 30 days, and on Come Try, the only live perps on Solana. So this is absolutely huge. 50 mil volume trading is obviously quite a bit, definitely for a project on the Solana ecosystem. We actually see this ecosystem continuing to grow and big things taking place all around it. So Solana and Pyth kind of related there, but we actually take a look at Ren on Twitter. So Ren protocol, the Solana ecosystem has taken over or overtaken Polygon and TVL. Only second to that of Ethereum. Cross-chain interoperability is here, so that's absolutely huge. You can see that their volume, and you can also see the value locked there. So TVL has, like I said, is only second to Ethereum. It's overtaken at Polygon altogether, so absolutely huge for Solana. I think Solana is going to continue to grow at this pace. If we actually jump on to the next tweet, we see Marinade.finance and liquid staking. What a launch. The liquid staking is now live on Solana mainnet with the first MSOL DeFi use case out there. Next stop, NDE. Big thanks to our partners, and we are seeing big things happening all across, really, like I said, that Solana ecosystem. If we actually take a look here, since our introduction to the world, now more than 4 months ago, we are ecstatic to finally release this new Oracle solution to the mainnet and enable any builders to leverage hi-fi prices to build the future of finance. If we actually take a look as well at the Solana Twitter account, you can see so much changes going on every single day. So I would suggest following them on Twitter if you guys have not already. They also talk about their Sunny aggregator has officially deployed to Solana mainnet, starting with USDC and USDT. Users have a new way to earn SPR liquidity mining rewards. So, like I said, a lot going on. I do want to take a quick look at one more thing. We have a couple different articles, actually, I want to take a look at. These are pretty important articles talking about some pretty big things coming to Solana. So, Crypto Market Data Network, Pyth, going live on the Solana blockchain. This was actually updated as of August 25th, but just big information here talking about Pyth will actually run on the so-called mainnet of Solana proof-of-stake network that's billed as being capable of matching the transaction speeds of the NASDAQ exchange. According to a statement Wednesday, Pyth publishes at sub-second intervals and provides coverage of high-fidelity streaming data from cryptocurrency, U.S. equities, foreign exchange, and commodities markets. This is absolutely huge, like I said, guys. It's composed of both primary and derived data from trading firms and exchanges, which allows it to cover a large share of global market activity with the minimal dependency on a single data source, cutting the likelihood of one or more data providers attacking or manipulating the aggregated price. So it's absolutely, like I said, going to continue to buff up the Solana network, and we are going to see the Solana blockchain, in my opinion, continue to grow out. We actually have another article here, Osprey Reddy's Sol Fund, as really Solana attracts so many people, and they talk about institutional interest specifically here. I do want to say retail investors are obviously involved as well, but Osprey appears to have beaten Grayscale in the race to get a Solana vehicle into the market. So they're specifically going to be able to see that Osprey Funds has rated that private SOL fund for wealthy investors, signaling really growing institutional interest in the Solana's network booming native token. The fund, called the Osprey Solana Trust, was registered with U.S. securities regulators on Tuesday, actually, not Sunday. Sunday had something else going on. I'm trying to figure out what that was, but it didn't have any sales as of press time, and it's open only to accredited investors, which means that retail investors are shut out for now. And obviously, just of this sale. And we have to realize that, retail investors, for the most part, would not be participating in this sale. We may see, a couple of very, very wealthy retail investors, but for the most part, we are seeing most retail investors investing in Solana in many other ways. So I do think this is big news as well. It was updated on August 26th. I do want to take a look at one more article out there. It's talking about Chainlink price feeds now live on the Solana DevNet. So this is absolutely huge. Like I said, all of this very, very big news for Solana, and it's obvious as to why Solana is continuing on this path up. I do want to give it a refresh. We are now at $81, so continuing up. If we actually take a look, we see developers on Solana can leverage Chainlink price feeds for highly decentralized, high quality, and fast updating price reference data to build a wide variety of hybrid smart contracts applications in DeFi. Chainlink price feeds have consisted of sub-second data providers for years, like Coinmetrics, Crypto Compare, NCFX, Tingo, DXFeed, and many, many more, both crypto and traditional assets. We're not going to jump too much farther into this because you guys basically heard the gist of it right there. Chainlink providing those price feeds now live on Solana DevNet. You could understand why that's important and where that's going to bring us for the future of Solana. I do want to take us back to Solana's price chart and talk about the future, where we could see the price prediction for the end of the year and the end of the bull market part 2. So after doing some TA, obviously before the video was made, we have taken a look at some different prices that could definitely be within range. And these are going to be, like I said, realistic conservative price predictions. We're going to stay on the low side of these. And I'm going to say realistically seeing that $84 price point as of August 27th. And guys, one thing to keep a note of is, we hit an all-time high for Solana today. So yet again, we're seeing all-time highs, $84 August 27th. And I think we are going to continue to see all-time high pushes. If we actually continue on this great path of just pretty much up without any, we had a little volatility there. We dropped down to $66, $67. I do think we have, a chance of reaching Solana all the way up to, $120 to $150 by the end of the year. By the end of the bull market part 2, we could even see much, much more, potentially 200. I've been kind of struggling around this number specifically, but I would like to say $200 to $250. I would like to even say more, to be honest, but Solana, I do think, has a fairly large market cap right now, and it is going to have to slow down at some point, find some kind of pullback, setback, and I think that will come with time. So we will see some kind of setback at some point, but $200 to $250, like I said, a very, very big possibility by the end of the bull market part 2. I do want to say, guys, if you want to, make sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn notifications on as we talk about Solana as well as Cardano, as well as Chainlink, Polkadot. We talk about them all here. So if you want to learn more about altcoins in general, make sure to subscribe, like I said, to the channel. And as well, guys, I do have a Patreon that I just put out. So I'm trying to talk a little bit about that Patreon in a couple of these videos, just so you guys know that's available. We do have, like I said, low market cap picks, as well as so much more, ICOs, pre-sales. We try to give you all that information that a lot of people do not know about. Obviously, pre-sales, ICOs, some important projects are, all it takes to really make so much money in this space. And I think a lot of people need to, have the option to actually invest in those early pre-sales ICOs and take advantage of, some of these coins that start out at, 10 cents, 15 cents and blow up to, $20, $30. And that's, just saying we don't need a bunch of different BSC type shit coins. We need strong coins that have utility-based concepts, use cases that are going to be relevant in, 10 to 15 years. So that's what we're shooting for. We're trying to give you guys those projects on the Patreon, like I said, in the description below. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I'll see you guys all in the next one.